Welcome back to a new video. In this workout I did more of the yo-yo work and I was able to push up the top number a little bit on both lifts. Hips feeling a little bit better. It continues to get a little bit better each day. Obviously it would get better quicker if I didn't lift as heavy, but it's not making it worse. It's just not getting to 100%. And I believe actually this might have been the first day where I was going into the warm-up and I didn't have any discomfort warming up. The warm-up was spent less about worrying about my hip and more about just getting generally warm, which is obviously a trend in the right direction. I did miss at 100 and 110, much better than the last time I did this complex, but it just shows that if I continue to do this, I'll get more consistent at those weights building up and hopefully be able to push beyond 115. There I just was a little bit early, and then I did a better rep on the second one. The first 110 that I missed, I think I was slightly out in front, but my left arm just like, I don't want to say gave out because it makes it seem like it stopped, but like my elbow just like unbuckled, so it just started to, get pressed down. So I just didn't have a shot of actually doing the rep on this one here. But I was able to come back and get it and then go up to 115 for a relatively difficult rep. You see there, like it wasn't even too far off. It was just my left arm just didn't want to hold straight. But this one I tried really hard to extend harder, and it put it in a better position. And I think that's the other thing that's really good with this complex is not only is it really trying to keep your back in a good position and keep you over the bar, but it also forces you to have to extend really hard, because for me especially, like my posterior chain becomes tired, so I'm not able to use my back to kind of ooga booga the weight above my head. I kind of have to use more of my legs, which is why I think it's a difficult complex for me. Not that getting to 115 is necessarily bad at all, but it definitely feels like it's pushing me from a technical standpoint. I also decided, I thought about doing clean front squats, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to do some yo-yo cleans, and decided I'm going to do some yo-yo cleans and jerks. So I was very interested in how these would look, and I thought they looked like really good technical cleans, and they weren't really bothering me too bad. The jerk, you can kind of see with my right leg how it's a bit straighter than normal in the split. That is, I think, just me being a little worried about my hip getting kind of twinged, and didn't get really aggravated, but it certainly wasn't comfortable in the dip of the jerk. But I was able to do this 125 here. It's one of the reasons I haven't done any pause jerks lately, is that I don't want to be sitting into that partial squat position, because that's where it's most uncomfortable. I took this jump up to 143. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to actually do the jerk, but I just wanted to be able to do the clean and see what happens with the jerk. I did a pretty ugly jerk. It's hard to see in the video, but I did press out with my right arm. It was quite ugly. You see my back leg just wasn't in a good position. So my jerk technique certainly isn't there, but as my hip gets healthier, I'll be able to start doing more push presses and just more work in the jerk and be more comfortable just being more aggressive in the split. So it should come back. It's not necessarily in a bad spot. It's just the last bit of the recovery, I think, of the technical recovery as far as getting my health back. These are more underhand rows, and I did them up to 90 kilos. I think these are actually helping my snatch, my overhead position in the snatch, because I've been feeling a lot more solid when I've been catching weights, and it's quite interesting, especially with the left side, because it isn't as crashed up on me. So I definitely think working the muscles that it's working is helping to stabilize that overhead position. So it's definitely one that I want to continue to, I don't know if I'll be able to, how much I'll be able to linearly progress it, but I definitely want to continue to hammer it, because I think it'll just be a good accessory movement. It could just be the rows in general, but I feel like with the underhand grip, it's working my like scaps a lot more. Like I just feel it a lot more in my back, so it's quite interesting. But I did 90 here, and I'll probably push up to like 95 or 100 the next workout. These were starting to feel difficult grip-wise, so that might be the first limiting factor, but I'll try to avoid using straps or anything, because it'll be good to just work on the grip a little bit as well. But yeah, pretty solid workout. I'm starting to get back into the swing of it as far as everything just getting healthier and healthier as I sound like I have a lisp there for a second. But another productive day. I was able to push up that complex a little bit more. I'm going to continue to hammer it. I think it's just good for a technical aspect of it. And even if like the snatch, like if they go bad, I'm still getting an extra snatch pull in. So it's good complex for that sort of thing. But just continue to put in the work and trying to stretch my hip and back and everything to get it all loosened up in my hip, all that, and just trying not to be too stupid, which easier said than done, but that's it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.